Alrighty now. Been stirring, been hopping, been doing all this stuff. It's got to go a little longer. That's okay. I don't know if anybody had Dogfish Head 120-minute constant boil, constant hopping IPA. It's 20%, pretty strong, tastes like a hop wine. But you know what? It's damn good. So I ain't worried about like going over a little bit. It's okay. But I'm only going to go about another 15 minutes or so. Now's the time for me to add some Irish moss for clarification. Not what I'm saying, but the color of the beer. Okay. Got some good beer cooking. Alright, just a touch more. Okay. It's supposed to be a teaspoon. Last 15 minutes boil. I do this like I do my cooking. It's basically the same thing as cooking. That's a good teaspoon right there. Slap it on in there. Stir it around. This does absolutely nothing for flavor. This is purely for color and intensity of the color and clarification of the color. It's still going to be a little cloudy on the bottom though, because all home brews have sediment in the bottom. Basically that sediment is spent yeast. Screaming high in vitamins. Tell you what, you want to stay healthy? Drink home brew. Some of these microbreweries are really doing it right too. But your mass-produced beers, they don't have it in there. Your beers that have preservatives in it and everything else. You ever have a skunked beer? Hot, cold, hot, cold? Well, do you know what that's from? That's from the preservatives they put in the beer. If you don't put preservatives in the beer, it doesn't skunk. When I was stationed in Cuba, they used to barge all the beer and all the supplies down. It took 2 weeks. Hot sun. All the beer got skunked except for one beer. I'd hate to mention it because I'm not a big fan of it, but it's Miller Lite. That doesn't have any preservatives in it. It doesn't skunk. You can get that hot, you can get it cold, you can get it hot, cold, it's not going to skunk. This beer will not skunk. It has a natural preservative in it, hops. However, there is a freshness of beer. Like Budweiser's Born On dates. Whatever, but it's a good idea. It's best to drink beer after a certain amount of time after it's been brewed. This beer right here, hey, I'd say after about 2 months to 6 months is the best time to drink this beer. You have to give it more time than your normal beer to ferment and solidify its taste. It's going to be good, but you got to wait for it. What I like to do, I like to put little pony bottles. And I used to like to fill them up. And that way I could take it after 3 weeks, after 4 weeks, after 5 weeks. When I thought that taste was just right, that's the time to drink it. It's also the time to let other people try it. Unfortunately, some beer will stick around. And next thing you know, somebody will want some. You give it to them. It's almost a year old. They don't get the experience of the real good beer. It happens like that. Oh. And Levidia, that's the beer you got. It's made in spring. It's not fresh. Still should be pretty good, but it's not fresh. You gotta have this beer fresh. That's the way it is. That's how you should drink it.